Yo guys, what is up? So as you can tell by the title, this is going to be kind of a sad and disappointing on my end video. So just recently I got into airsoft. I came across some dude named Norwich. I'm not sure how to pronounce the name 100%. He's in Europe, I think. Belgium, right? Something like that. I know he speaks Dutch, so maybe, yeah, whatever. He's somewhere over there. And he's just badass. Straight up badass. And I was like, yo, I want to try this sport out. This looks cool. This looks amazing. So I went to the American Paintball Coliseum, right? The indoor one here in Denver, Colorado. And I had a blast. I rented a gun. I think it's like 40 bucks for rental and entrance, which isn't bad at all. And I bought like, I think like 5,000 BBs were like 11 bucks or something like that. And I still have them. So it's not that of an expensive sport to get into. And I had a blast. Me and my buddies, we all had fun. And then they were like, "Oh, we actually have a better field, but it's only open on the weekends." And we're like, "Whoa, what are you talking about? Like, we want to know more." And they explained to us it's an outdoor field. Obviously, we were like, "Oh shit, let's go, let's do this." So the next weekend, we pack up, go to the outdoor field. Same thing. We rented guns, field entry. I think it was like a little more expensive. I think it was like 45 bucks, but whatever. We didn't have to get BBs this time because we already got it from last time. So like balanced out. And there was this group of like, I don't know, maybe they're like around my age, like 21, 23-ish. And I mean, they were like badass. They had like the full camo. One of them had a ghillie suit, like this and that. And like as we were putting our gear on, which is basically like just a hoodie, whatever, we looked like we were out of place, honestly. One of them came up to us and was like, "Hey, do you guys have a gun to trade? I have I think it was like an MP5 or something like that." And I was like, "No, but I'll buy it off you if the price is right." I mean, I was like, I want to get into the sport. And he was like, "Oh no, I'm looking for a trade." I was like, "All right, cool, whatever." And then his buddy, he's the one that scammed me. His buddy, not to be mean, but this kid was big, like Peter Griffin big. He walked up to us. He had a tactical vest on. He had a pizza in one pouch and a large soda with like one of the straws going up to his mouth, so all he had to do was to get a drink. And it was just like, it was honestly like in an anime or like something funny. And I was just like, whoa, is this kid serious? Like, you can run? No, that's me, sorry. But like, I was just like in shock that like some kid would just be like that. Like, I thought that was only in movies and shows. He came up to our table and was like, "Hey, I heard you guys want to buy a gun or whatever." And we're like, "Yeah, we're like getting into the sport." He's like, "Well, I have two guns for sale. You want me to bring them so you can check them out?" We're like, "Yeah, of course." And First he brings this. It's like a little sniper rifle. It's like a, hold up. I wrote it down what it's called. An M87. I was like, "Cool, sounds nice, whatever." He showed me like, oh, let me see. He showed me, it's a bolt action, everything works. I was like, "Cool, like how much you want for this?" He was like 40 bucks. And I was like, "Huh, that doesn't sound like too bad, like, whatever. I don't know." And then I was like talking to my brother, I was like, "What do you think? This and that." And then he was like, put this one away. And my brother was like kind of sketched out. He was like, "No, maybe we can go on Craigslist, find a better deal, whatever." And then the kid was like, "Oh, we also have this." And this is like a toy gun. Like, it's plastic. It feels like a toy, honestly. And I was like, but this one, I don't know why, but it appealed to me. I think it's because I'm playing Battlefield a lot, and it kind of reminds me of one of the medic guns. And he was like, "Yeah, everything. This is cool. There's like a safety here that you can't do, which is like nice, so you can't shoot anyone." He's like, "Good for rookies." Like he's like, you can see if a gun's jammed, whatever. The clip is nice. He even gave me an extra clip and whatnot. And I was like, "Oh, cool." And then I got excited. He was like, 2-for-1 deal. Like since you're getting into this, I'll give you both for 50 bucks. I was like, "Yeah, dude, like let's do it, let's do it." I was like convincing my brother because my brother was like, "No, don't waste your money." And I was like, "Fuck it, I'll just do it." I gave him 50 bucks, whatever. And I put this gun aside and I played with the M87 my first round. And I liked it, And I really do like this gun, but the only thing is I had one clip and it only hits 30 bullets. And, you know, you run out of that real quick. And it's kind of a pain to reload every single one. So I was like, alright, I'll put this away and use this piece of shit next. And then those guys, they went out for lunch or whatever. They left. And I was like, alright, cool, you know, I got this gun. I put the little battery in, and let me show you the battery. The battery is like, the battery is so weird. It's so freaking thick. You need to get it in like an adapter, and like it has this weird extra thing that I had no idea. I was stupid. I didn't ask. I straight up didn't ask. I was like, what could I ask? Like, I don't want to sound dumb, you know, like a total noob, which I am. And you know, I put everything together. And, you know, I was like, alright, how do you shoot this thing? And, you know, I'm doing this, and nothing's going on. I mean, mind you, now the battery's out, but it was like that with the battery, and I was like, whoa, what's going on? Like, maybe something's jammed, you know, nothing's there. I was messing with the semi and the full auto, maybe that. I made sure BBs were in the clip, nothing was jammed. And it was a piece of shit, basically nothing works. The whole wire, like, we took it apart the next week, like, and the wiring is just chewed to shit. Like, I think a squirrel or something got into it, and it was just horrible. And the kid was like, and then I saw him again, like, 2 weeks later, and I was like, hey man, like, you know, you sold me a bad gun, the wiring was wrong. He's like, oh well, I bought this gun with the money you gave me, so I can't give you a refund. And I was just like, I was shocked. I like looked at him for like 5 minutes and nothing happened. He was like, sorry. And I also got a pizza. The pizza was good. I wanted to fucking take this thing and smack him in the head, but I was like, you know what? I took an L this time. I kind of learned how an airsoft gun works because I took it apart, saw the wiring, saw like the whole barrel, the trigger assembly. So it's a good learning experience. I was just mad at the moment, but now I think back about it, I'm like, I got screwed. I mean, it happens when you do deals. But yeah, so moral of the story is, don't buy a gun unless you and the person that owns it shoots it and shows you all the tricks. And don't, I can't stress enough, if you're new to something, there's no such thing as a stupid question. Just ask as many or you get screwed, like I did. I mean, it was like, let's say it was 25 for each. It's not a lot of money, but it's still a lot of money, you know what I mean? Like, I could have went out, I could have got like, what, 3-4 Chipotle burritos? Alright, well, let me know if you guys actually play any airsoft, where you guys play, and any recommendations, especially if it's like in the Colorado area, you know, maybe even Wyoming. I definitely want to check out new fields. I'm in love with this sport. I'm gonna get the GoPro mounts and show you, and I'll even show you my full setup, maybe sometime this week. Also, let me know if you guys ever got scammed like this. You know, it sucks to say it and admit it, but you by putting it out there, you learn from it. You know what I mean? That's what I'm doing. Alright, well, that's it for today. Vidimo se sutra.